Christopher Consulting, helping you gain access with the best legal support that you deserve. We've got a story. Rewrite yours.
Why should people specifically come to you guys?
I think first and foremost, because we are a consulting firm, we're not a law firm. So we facilitate the entire process, and we invite people to actually approach us and come to us and chat to us, and we'll tell you whether you think you have a valid claim or not.
Yeah.
And then we take you through the ropes, and the best thing about it all is we finance the entire process. We want to be known as a consulting firm that's accessible to the masses, if you like.
Yeah, considering a lot of people don't have money to consult.
And so what we do is, once we've decided, we've evaluated your claim and we've come to the conclusion you might have a valid claim, we finance the entire process, and we also get you in touch with, we've got a whole panel of law firms that we refer our clients to, but we guide you through the entire process. So it's much more of an approachable scenario than just going to a law firm up front, because I think a lot of people are afraid to go to lawyers. They think it's just one expensive, unapproachable journey, which is not the case with our consulting firm.
In all my years with my friends who are lawyers and all the legal things that I've gone through myself, I have never heard of something called no win, no fee. What is that? People are always talking contingency and stuff.
Contingency is basically exactly that.
Yeah.
No win, no fee. I think what makes us different is the fact that even if you lose, we'll cover your fees.
Okay.
So even, if at the end of the day, when we thought you had a valid claim and it bombs out for whatever reason, you can rest assured that there's no after math where you're going to receive a bill from us or whatever. We cover the entire legal process, and obviously, if there's no win, there's no fee. We discuss the whole process with you in full, and we also say what the percentage fee will be that might be deducted at the end of the day to cover all of your legal expenses and our fees as well. But there's no upfront fees, and you don't have to be worried that if your case doesn't succeed that we'll send you a bill at the end of the day.
Esan. So can you just touch a bit, just one more on this? It looks like there's a finish line, there's a race from the time when you are injured to when you should claim, and how far you can go before legally you cannot claim. Can we go back to that a bit?
Sure. Unfortunately, you only have, because it's a civil claim, it's not a criminal claim, you only have 3 years to lodge a claim, whereafter we call it prescription has taken place. So it's very important that if you think you have a claim, that you come to us as soon as possible. You have 3 years in which you can do that. If you're a minor, you have 19 years to do that. So up to the age of 19, not 19 years, but up to the age of 19, you can submit your claim. So it's, you've got a little bit of a longer period. But the most important thing is, when you're injured, it's very important to notify a PRASA officer at the station immediately. That's your most important, first document we need. And the second thing is then, if I may do a bit of advertising, contact Christopher Consulting and we'll help you along the way.
One more. In the case of a deceased person, what should the family do?
In the case,
he's a breadwinner now, and then he left going to work, and now he's no more.
In the case of a deceased breadwinner, the children will have a possible case against PRASA, or against the wherever they've been injured, a public liability claim. So, of course, the children, if that was the breadwinner and he provided for the family, the children will have a case. They can again just contact us or their lawyer of choice in order to just make sure that they do have a valid claim. But they don't need to be in despair and think, all is lost, the chance of them having a claim is very good.
I hope that you protect the kids, because in their case, should I die, there's going to be a choir of other people claiming my cars and stuff. The conversation almost won't be about the kids anymore, you know. So if the kids were to claim, I hope that it goes directly to them and their education.
Of course.
Shave away all the aunties and everybody else who was related.
Only the kids will have a claim, unfortunately.
I like that, because we have a lot of asset fights when people die, I come from.
We do. And you don't want that. Unless you've been train hopping there, then we have to look into the matter.
Yeah. Can you give me then all your details, every possible detail you have, your social media and everything, so people can start have a conversation with you?
Of course.
While umama sasebhizi bafethu ucabanga ukuthi ithuba lakho le mhlambe khona ugogo ru auntie ngakini omazi or a family nokwala imali estimeleni or umali umothize, you know, our generally uneducated people, we need to filter down information for them, so ithuba lakho lelo ukuthi usize la ungasiza khona. There you can shoot, mom.
Okay, so we have a toll-free number that they can contact. It's an easy number to remember. It's 086 000 1111. I'll say it again, 086 000 1111. And you can obviously visit our Facebook as well, and our website is Christopher Consulting.
Are you guys visible in train stations?
We are visible at train stations, and we are doing outreach to various communities as we speak. We have another activation campaign happening this weekend in Mamelodi, going to mums. So yes, absolutely. So and we just, you know, at the end of the day, our mission is really to just spread the news that, please, if you've been injured in, you know, while commuting, that means approaching the train, on the train, when you descend from the train, at the train station, the podium, anywhere. Doesn't just have to be a train accident.
Yeah.
You may have a claim. Contact Christopher Consulting.
I like that point, because I'm sure that in terms of commuting, there are demarcated places. We grew up literally crossing wherever we can, as long as we can get to wherever we are going, which now I have learned later on it's actually illegal.
Exactly.
You know, because there are designated places where people should cross.
Exactly.
I've seen those bridges. They are pretty old. I think they are older than me. So.
Exactly. No, exactly. So, and it's, you know, it's very interesting, but it's definitely your constitutional right to commute safely. And on the trains especially, you know, there's supposed to be officials guarding the corridors and making sure the doors are closed. And
we grew up with ticket examiners. One of them was Babu Sluma, and it was a status job when I was growing up.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's just one of those things that I think it's time for us to bring it back.
Thank you very much, Mama.
Thank you so much.
We will have this conversation next week.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You heard it on Massiv Metro. Asilali ngoma.
Christopher Consulting, helping you gain access with the best legal support that you deserve. We've got a story. Rewrite yours.